Get low.
Hi guys, it's me Malcolm, the movie Wizard of Oz himself. And remember when I had so much fun over at Universal Studios last Friday? Well, because I love Universal so much, I I hereby made a new video in honor for the occasion. So, so I'm here to discuss my top 5 movies from Universal Pictures.
Maybe that's why every little thing I do never seems.
Yes, I love it so much. I'm here to discuss my awesome top 5 right here. Yeah. For this list, I'll be discussing my favorite 5 movies that Universal ever gave us. And where they're where some of them hate them or some of them love them. So let's get started, shall we? Number 5, Big Fat Liar.
They got the beat, they got the beat, he's got the beat.
I just love the duo between Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes. Those those two were amazing together. But nothing compares the villainous portrayal of Marty Wolf played by Paul Giamatti. Oh, he was awesome though. I do find it quite crazy. A sleazy producer steals a boy's work and make it into his own. Ugh, it's just so unfair. Yeah, I really do hate that, and I really do admire the secret pranks that Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes gave him, like turning him blue and giving him orange hair and all that. It was crazy. But I really did admire the chase scene in the end and, and around Universal, how Jason took Funny Bones and they and him and Marty were chasing around the Universal sets, especially the water scene. Yeah, I noticed that one when I went over to the studio tour. It was amazing. It was beautiful to see in person. Okay, okay. Number 4, Fast Five. Yes. At first I wasn't a big fan of the series when I was little, but since I decided one of to add one of the movies in my top 5. And what better way to add it than Fast Five and Soap? So this takes place after Dawn after Mia and Brian broke break break Dom out of jail and they're on the run. And this time we get to see Dwayne Johnson, The Rock himself, as Luke Hobbs hunting them down. And and not only they're here, but we also get to see more friends from the past movies like Rome, Tej, Han, Giselle, even Leo and Santos. I gotta say, it was those. It was like the Suicide Squad all over again. It was crazy how Dom set up this team. Well, better yet, a family to rob this drug cartel of all of his money and use it on their own. It did had a Robin Hood vibe. You know what I mean? I really do admire how they how they were getting away with that big save in the end. It was crazy. I really did admire the fight scene between Dom and Luke. It was brutal as hell. Yeah, and I really do admire how it ended. Okay, number 3, Nobody. Yes, the new movie that came out this year, starring by Bob Oak Odenkirk from Better Call Saul. I gotta say, for a middle-aged man, he he really knows how to kick ass, especially with guns. He, he's he's like a family man version of John Wick. Can you imagine if they did a crossover between him? Oh, it would have been awesome. And I really do admire the humor in this one. It was amazing. And we get to see Riza and Christopher Lloyd himself. I always loved him as Fester from the Addams Family. Those three were absolute badass together, just like the Three Musketeers. So, and I begs the question: will they make more movies after it? I mean, it is possible. I would love to see more more of Bob's action skills. Okay, number 2, which is part of one of my favorite guilty pleasure series, The Mummy Returns. I love that one. Despite the score for Rotten Tomatoes, it was so much better than its predecessor. I really do admire that Evie and Rick got married and they have a kid together named Alex. I just love Alex. I always do admire admire the bracelet of Anubis he has. It was awesome though, and I I really do admire how we have Dwayne Johnson in this as the Scorpion King himself. So it was amazing how we get to see his origin story in the beginning. You know, and I really do admire the fight scene between Evie and Anaxunamun back in the past, back in back in ancient Egypt, and again back in the present. That was awesome. Whoever thought that Evie was a reincarnated princess? It does make sense. So, I really do admire the adventurous music we have here, especially the soundtrack track Forever May Not Be Long Enough by Live. Live did a pretty good song with that movie, which is why I love it so much. I would, of all the Mummy movies, I would have picked either the first or third one, but the second one is fair. Okay, you guys, before I get to my number 1 pick, here are my honorable mentions.
Take me to Wonderland. Take me to Wonderland.
Following the map that leads to you, the map that leads to you. Ain't nothing I can.
That looks bad. Where are the hopes? Where are the dreams? My Cinderella. When I grow up, I wanna be famous. I wanna be a star. I wanna be in movies. When I grow up, I wanna see the world.
Okay, let's get started, shall we? I mean, let's finish this, shall we? So from my number one, this is one of my favorite movies in the franchise. And of out of all of them, I wish I could pick more than one in this, but I think the first one is probably for the best. Jurassic Park. Yes, this movie brought my love to Universal ever since I saw this movie. I really do admire the action scenes we have here, the adventure, and the music really bewitched me. Yeah, I just love it. Let's see. And I really do admire the cast we have here, like Sam Neill as Alan Grant, and Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm.
Walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine. I get coming.
Oh, he was so young and cool back in the day. I do believe he was one of my favorite characters. And I really do like the kids. Kids though, Lex and Tim, they were so awesome together. I really liked Tim the most because he was such a fanboy when it comes with Alan Grant. And I really did love it how it was set. Love the setting though. Do you know they set some films in some scenes in Hawaii where I just had a vacation there? Amazing. One of the big familiar scenes they did was the Kulola Ranch. And it was amazing. And I really do admire the dinosaurs we have, like the T-Rex and the raptors.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voice.
They were so scary as hell. Okay, you guys. That's my top 5 for Universal. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and be sure you all stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.